Thanks for joining us for the 4 o'clock news and politics show. 3 o'clock had Molly O'Brien, as we do every Thursday. We kick it off with Ray Rickman's Big View, but wanted to provide one update before he comes in from a news standpoint. Governor Gina Raimondo just submitted her fiscal year 2019 budget to the General Assembly. A big item that you can read on GoLocal. $23.5 million she is banking on from sports betting. Now, this is a new proposal that would allow for sports betting at Twin River casinos in Lincoln and in Tiverton. Big item that we'll be working on more moving forward, so please stay tuned more for that from GoLocal Prov. But Ray Rickman, the former state representative, former deputy secretary of state, now heads up Stages of Freedom, is going to come in to give us his big view.
Thank you, Kate. So the governor of Rhode Island wants to get the legislature to spend $1 billion on fixing our schools, all 39 towns and cities schools. Now, on the face of it, it sounds like a lot of money, but it's not. Providence alone needs $600 million to make its schools new again. It is very hard to learn in a school where the lights aren't on in the auditorium. It's very difficult. Where the plumbing doesn't work. Now, this happened in work in Cranston last week with the flooding. Old schools, bad plumbing, bad piping, bad heating system, bad everything because it's 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. And no one has done anything in 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So this is a statewide problem. There are a few towns, Barrington, we can name you a few more. My friend Blake Filippi was suggesting that the schools in his state rep district are in pretty good shape. And then Blake Filippi and Mike Stenhouse and a few others and some people from Barrington raising a very interesting issue, concept. Since they've taken better care of their schools and spent money as they go, why should they take care of the people who haven't? And my answer to them the other day, very clearly and strongly, is 99% of the people who haven't don't have it to do it. When they get done with the teacher's salary and get done with the basic maintenance, and I mean basic, money's gone. So let's say that Providence needs $60 or $70 million a year for school improvement. It doesn't have it. And with this tax base, the industrial down, the commercial down, everything down, and the residential, half the people can pay taxes and the other half basically have no money to pay taxes. Half the people in Providence are poor. Are you listening? So Barrington, you have the resources to bond $60 million and to probably do anything else you want, and you should. Because schools, in my opinion, for young people should come right at the top of everything. It's right up there with public safety. Providence doesn't have it. They didn't do anything wrong in Central Falls except be broke, and that's not a cent. And $1 billion from the legislature, from the governor, is a good idea. State purpose. Finally, I'm not sure $1 billion is a lot of money. It's $200 million a year times 5 is what the governor's proposing. I'd like to see $450 million a year. I told you Providence needs $600 million. Do the math. So we can bond $2 billion over a 5-year period and spend $1 billion the first 2 years, because it's unfair. If you're in the 7th or 8th grade, by the time they get to you, you will have left school, graduated. Children should come first. First. Always.